So a question that I get asked quite a lot that comes up when I'm chatting to people or just having general conversations and people know that I'm a witch, something that comes up quite a lot is, how do I clear the energy in a room? How do I lift the energy in a space? You can do this with multiple resins, incenses, and I make them. You can buy them from my shop. Off You Fuck is particularly an amazing one. However, something that I find really powerful within my home is my plant collection. I have plants in every single room in my house, more than one. So for example, now I can see 2 in my bedroom. I have 3 in my ensuite bathroom just here as well. And I am growing some in there as well that will eventually come into this room. Plants are amazing for grounding energy. They are fantastic for purifying the air. They are something that is really, really impactful in the way that we can bring nature indoors. For me, if I woke up tomorrow and had no plants in my house, oh my gosh, I don't know how I would cope with that. Actually. I love plants. I love different types of plants. I like to grow herbs. I like to grow plants from seeds. I like to germinate plants. I just love plants. They are a wonderful addition to your house, your home, your space. They are green, which is grounding and beautiful energy. And they are something that we nurture. They are something that many of us go on a unique relationship with, trying to keep alive. Personally, for me, I always seem to buy the plants that are looking like they're at the end of their life. They usually have a reduced sticker on them. I will go and save the plants. Not always. Some of my plants are a little bit more niche. Anyway, plants, amazing things to have into your home. It's things that are really simple. Some plants that are really easy to look after are succulents. They are unbelievably forgiving when we forget to water them. So they can thrive quite a long time without being watered, particularly if you've got them in rooms like the kitchen, the bathroom, because they will draw the moisture out of the air. Succulents are super simple to look after, and if somebody said to me, what plant should I get first, I would always recommend a succulent. They're wonderful. Another thing that I do with my plants, which I think is quite interesting, is people will ask me, how do I charge my crystals? Believe it or not, although I am a witchy business on this platform and in general, in my general life, I have not got as big of a collection of crystals as what people think. In fact, most of my collection of crystals and gemstones is made up of my jewelry collection. So a lot of my jewelry has some form of crystal or gemstone. That's where I tend to have the most crystals. I do have a selection of very spectacular pieces, and I do have some rather smaller pieces, things like tumbles, raw pieces that I will work with or have scattered around my home. So when somebody asks me how I charge my crystals, particularly my tumbles and my raw pieces, smaller pieces that I may have, that I may use if I'm traveling somewhere, if I come back from somewhere, or if I just want a little extra hug for the day, I might carry something in my pocket and I will put it in my plant pot to charge it. I will put it in my plant pot to ground its energy, and I will put it in my plant pot to charge its energy. So for me, it is because they come from earth, they come from nature, so I return them back to that. So plants aren't just something that is amazing for you to have in your home in a decorative level, they are functional as well. And as I said, they are super easy to look after. If you wanted to bring some nature into your home, this is a fantastic way to do it. So yeah, I hope that helps.